All right, we're excited about this weekend. Excited to be home again, play in front of our fans here at Bank of America Stadium. There's just a lot of excitement with this group, the type of football that we're continuing to build together, and the progress that we're seeing weekly, really, for our group. So, any questions?
I guess doubtful is 75% chance that he doesn't play, so I guess you go into this not expecting him to play.
He's made progress every day, and we want to just keep our options open right now. Didn't want to rule him out. Just wanted to say, okay, we woke up today, feels better than he did yesterday. So tomorrow we'll move him around. We rested him pretty good today. He had 2 good days of work on that ankle. So we'll take a look at him again tomorrow, and then we'll make the best decision from there.
Pressed into duty, how do you expect Hooker to perform?
Yeah, excited about Hooker. Excited about Hendon being here. Being in tune with what we're doing, continuing to do a great job for us when he got his opportunities, on the scout stuff, really into the game plan. And this is why we brought him here, is to have another developmental person in the building that has talent and that has an ability to know our words, know our system, and be able to go in if we needed him to.
Will he back up Andy if Bryce is unable to go on Sunday?
Yeah, Hendon will be the backup.
Dave, realistically, how tough would it be to put Bryce out there without having had any team snaps?
It would be tough. And for me, it was, Bryce and I talked early in the week and said, hey, let's just push this thing every day. Let's see where we're at. And, for my own sake, for the team's sake, all the guys they're pulling for Bryce to be out there to play with us, play with this group. And, again, we got to be smart, but I think it's wise of us to just take it day by day and see if we can get him back out there and continue to build and continue to push our football forward.
Dave, Hendon can't be an emergency quarterback. Mike can't be an emergency quarterback unless they're on the 53-man roster. What plays into that decision if you do give Bryce the opportunity, but also probably want that extra insurance?
Yeah, that's an option. That's an option to put one of those guys on the roster and to have that emergency third available. It's something we'd consider if we have a good turnaround and we feel like Bryce can go out there. And if not, then we'll go with our 2 quarterbacks.
A lot's been talked about the running back rotation, but also interesting is the offensive line shuffle. There's been a lot of different combinations. Can you confirm that Lewis will be back on
Yes.
Sunday?
Yeah, Damian will be back out there on Sunday. He had a great week. The group did a fantastic job in the training room, getting his strength back in the shoulder. Really, that's kind of the first thing with any injury of any nature, is making sure that we have the range of motion and the strength for the stability part of it. And he had a quick turnaround this week. We were able to get him out there. He practiced the whole week, and he looked great. Got a great look in his eyes. He's excited to be back out there with the guys.
What would be the argument for playing Bryce without taking a snap all week in practice?
Just continue to build on where we're at, with our group and the progress that I keep seeing weekly. This group of skill players, getting Coker back, it's the whole picture to me. It's the balance of where we're at with our run game, continuing to develop our pass game. To find that we've had great moments, where T-Mac has a great day, Xavier has a great game last week, and each guy, they're learning how to contribute. So for me, it's about the continuity. If he's strong enough and ready to do that, then I'd love to just continue to build with Bryce being out there.
Is there a risk in doing that? If the ankle wasn't strong enough to practice him all week, why put him out there in a game?
That's all stuff we're considering, right? That's a part of it, and that's why we got to do the right thing and the smart thing for Bryce first and foremost. But also just wanted to keep the option open.
Coker had a quiet first debut last week. Do you expect him to get more involved with the offense going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. That's just the way that the game played out, and he played his role. I thought he did a great job playing his role. Didn't get a lot of opportunities. Had a chance in the red zone on a touchdown. Kind of had 2 guys in the same spot. Xavier made a play for it. That ball was going to go to Jalen. He won on the route, and he did some good things away from where the ball was going. So I expect him to just keep building off of that.
Everybody good?
Yep.
All right, thank you.
All right.
I'm curious what it looked like. Mike White played the role of Josh Allen this week.
Yeah, that was a part of that. It was a good balance to have. We needed to get Hendon out there playing, so he carried the load of most of the full practices. But to have Mike available for the walkthroughs, to operate, to get the timing of the motions and snap points, and and really make it come alive was excellent, you know, and it was a good opportunity for us to make it look as close as possible to what their concepts may look like in operations. He did a fantastic job doing that.